Hey guys, hope you're all good. Hey Brad, hey Anas, hey Blaine, hey Declan, Protrusion. Hope you're all good. Protrusion, you made me laugh. It's so true. It literally was pitch black outside about a week ago, and now it's like the sun is glaring. I suppose it didn't help because the clocks have gone forward as well, right? So kind of like pushes everything. It'll be at that point where it's still light at like 9 o'clock, surely. Hope you're all good anyway. Hope you've all had a good weekend. We are obviously going to do some more Kingdom Come today. I am in a slightly different place because I basically went and did a little bit of alchemy just to try and earn a little bit of money. I did make a little bit of money, so that's good. And also just restock a couple of potions. So for example, the Save Your Snap potions. I just realised how much stuff I've got going on in my inventory. Why do I have so much stuff? Yeah, I made a couple more Save Your Snaps, so we have more of this now. And also I've just kind of topped up on decoctions and brews, seeing as I tend to use them quite a bit. And my alchemy is quite high because I don't mind doing it, and it makes me a good amount of money. So yeah, just replenishing some of the stock. Obviously, we used quite a bit of money. I also have 4 different types of dice now. So at some point, I'll figure out what all of them are for. I kind of wanted to save a little bit more money so that we could go and get some different clothing for this side quest that we have. But I'm not sure I'm going to do it straight off the bat because I don't want to spend all my money, to be honest with you. So I might just hold out. I suppose I should put that back on as well. Because I thought, you know, I was actually doing great with stuff. I've just noticed my gear is apparently saying, what specifically is broken? That's at 90. Oh, my boots. Can I fix that? Do I have a repairy thing? Oh. Tailor's kit. Apparently that doesn't work on my boots. Blacksmith kit? No. Alright, I'll have to go get my boots repaired at some place or other. Because apparently I can't use my tailor's kit on it. For some reason. I don't know why. How random. Anyway. I've leveled my skills up. I've brought myself a room at this tavern here. And it's kind of almost late, so I'm thinking I'm probably just gonna kip shortly. However, we have this quest here to make a impression on the innkeeper, and then we also have do you remember we basically ended last stream on that whole conversation with Liechtenstein? He's hiding out basically in that kind of tavern that we went to. I can't kind of remember where it is now, but somewhere on the map down this way, might be over here. He's hiding out in a tavern. It's one of the taverns, one of many. There's lots of taverns. It might be this one. Oh, it's this one, King Solomon Tavern. This is where he's currently hiding out. So he's kind of like in the basement of there, effectively. So we know where he's at. I've also unlocked loads of other shops. Anyway, the point is we need to go over this way, but I don't want to do it whilst it's almost about to be nighttime, because it just kind of seems a bit crazy to do that in the middle of the night. So let's, I don't know what time we can sleep till. Can I get it till 5? Not quite. Early hours of the morning. Right, let's eat. What is the lowest health in my this? Let's eat that then. this is also quite low. There we go, 96. We'll stop there because I tend to over. I actually picked the sausage thing up for Mutt, not for myself. And the bacon, actually. Mutt can have those. If I can remember how to get out of here, that is, because I'm pretty sure it's this way. It's very dark at night. Let's just pop this on. I can actually see what's going on.
Don't you dare cause any trouble.
I'm not.
I'm just passing through. Keep up the good work, Master Guard.
I do what I can. We need it now more than ever.
Alrighty. There's Mutt. Oh. Hold on, Mutt. I'm trying to feed you.
For you.
Oh, buddy. Have the bacon. Wait, come back, come back. Oh. Sometimes he just goes off for one. Where's he going? I was going to praise him, but he just... Sometimes he just decides he's off. Guards always... I know. Don't know what the problem is. I haven't done anything wrong either, Verdant. Granted, you know, majority of the time I probably have done something wrong.
Good boy.
Not this time. I've literally just woken up, stepped out onto the streets. Right, let's... I actually meant to do that for 2 hours, not 1. Given that it's so dark and I want to be able to put my torch away because I can't see anything. All right, there we go. So we are going to go this way. Yeah, I really should at some point try to buy some new clothes for this whole side quest that I have, but honestly, this place is so expensive. But I will at some point. I need to find a load of... Like, I have a lot, but I could do with more so that I can just kind of batch make. And outside the alchemy place where I was crafting, there's only like a very small garden. I kind of need like a big... We did run across a field actually the other day where there was loads. And I can't remember where it was now. I said as well, remember where that is. And still forgot. Oh. I don't know where I've just stepped out to, but I know I need to be over there. And I kind of feel like I've gone the wrong way about it. I don't know if I'm supposed to be inside the city walls or down here. Let's go for a wander. Why not? Starting to feel like I should be inside of it. I'm gonna go with yes. All right. We'll get on pebbles because I'm gonna have to go for a little bit of a run now. I didn't even know this whole bit was down here. I've just picked up another fast travel point though, so yeah, I did not know all of this was here. Well, that's good. Now I know. So I guess this is like that's another way out maybe of the city. This goes back round and in.
Nice and slow.
Honestly, this place is huge. It is like a maze. Yeah, so Liechtenstein gave us some ideas. We know where Hans is probably being held, but it's going to be very guarded. And so we're going to have to figure some few things out. If it requires me to sneak again, maybe a problem because I'm not so great at sneaking. And I definitely have not leveled my skills up any further in any of that regard. So we'll see what happens. Okay, here we are.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Alright, this has started tense.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove.
Shot.
What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
Am I going to get involved in this? Because I'm just kind of stood at the back, like, watching. I'm guessing we're going to go. Yep. I don't know which side I'm fighting on.
You horse son, get him!
Oh, alright. I'm on the blue side.
You won't get me!
They've picked on the wrong person if they're picking on me.
Fuck you! I'll rip your ass open! Yeah! Smash his face in! No! Don't
Come on then.
You won't be able to take another one like that! Dick! Kill it! Hey, I need a hand here! Too slow! Fuck around, bash him on the head! And you'll get another right away!
Was
You're
everyone dead?
outnumbered, you shit! You haven't a chance! I'm all yours!
Yo, why is everyone dead?
Dick!
Ah! I'm trying to push too many buttons.
Hey! You want to try me? Fuck yourself!
Alright, I might be dead here too. What? This is so not fair. I thought this was going to be a fair fight. They absolutely ripped through everyone else. Guards! Okay, the guards are here. The guards are here. The guards are here.
He's got no chance
Counter-attack.
Sick!
Forward! Yeah. Oh.
Watch out for... What the? Bad
Oh my god, this is...
Too slow!
Don't worry, mate. Don't worry, mate. I'll get him. I'll get him. Right, there's that guy.
Fuck you! Bad luck!
This guy thinks he's smart. Is anyone alive? Oh, he is alive. He's interesting.
That stunt with the crossbow was incredibly foolish.
Was I supposed to just watch that toady of Sigismund's humiliate you?
My dear, that toady is going to take everything we have now, and nobody will stop him. You saw yourself. Ulrich Vavak is a dangerous man, utterly ruthless.
Father?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Now and forever. What are you doing here, young man? I don't
Defending
think we
you,
were
apparently.
expecting any visitors. Wait. You were here before, when we were being attacked.
Yep, literally ended up fighting for you.
I was here. Those men attacked me as well.
And then you fled like a bat out of hell.
I didn't flee.
I was trying to lure them away, so you wouldn't be so outnumbered.
Well, that didn't work out, did it?
Some
Actually,
good
it
men
did.
are dead. And one whoreson celebrating.
We'll
to
get back
differ.
at him, Pa.
Let's drop the subject. Who are you and what do you want, lad?
I'm Henry of Scales, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Squire who runs away from a fight.
I didn't
Quite
run.
a
Did I
reckon
run,
you're the
guys?
Lord
I
of
feel like I
Perkstein
made a
has.
defensive play
But
whilst
no
there was
hard
multiple
feelings, lad.
enemies.
I am Kinsman Rutard, and this is my
I was
daughter
fighting
Rosa.
them.
What does Lord Capon ask of me?
Nothing, sir. I came to you myself to ask for help. Lord Capon is being held captive, and I have to free him.
And how am I supposed to help?
He's being held at Malashov, and you know the castle well, sir.
I shouldn't think so. I know every last stone.
Thanks, Nova.
Tell me one thing. Why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me at all?
Well, I might have just saved your life.
That's true. And for that you surely deserve a reward. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad. As long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
We'll have to untie your hands then. What should I do?
There might be something. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake dye. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once.
How am I supposed to get that
Regardless of
message
his
to
noble
Sigismund, considering, like, he's a king and we can't get anywhere near these people?
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally, my friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mintmaster's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mintmaster himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal.
Sure.
I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
Alrighty then. On our journeys again then. This is a bit of a mess around here, isn't it? Let's be honest. Look, where are you going? I don't know where he's gone. He's just wandered off. So these are relatively heavy, but I'm actually just going to take all of it to sell it. I need money. Don't mind me. The only problem is I have so much carry weight, which is not a lot. What sells for the most? Oh, now I'm over encumbered. Can I still walk though?
Mary, Mother of God!
I can.
What happened here?
All right, let's go and find a vendor. Oh my God, there's more. These guys don't need it anymore, so... why not? Okay, I need a vendor. Right, we're overloaded. We'll have to walk. We'll take a walk. That's fine. I need an armor place and a tailor, ideally. So there is an armorer. Tailor is not far. In fact, do you know what? Oh, I bet I can't travel, can I? Because I'm overloaded. I knew that was coming. All right, we'll have to take a stroll.
Greetings.
Well, we already started off in a mega fight somehow. Got pulled into some crazy situation. It's always a good start. Never a quiet day. How on earth do I get around here? This way? Honestly, this place is such a maze. It's so easy to get lost.
Good day to you.
Good day to you too. Yes, you can, Patrician. I just can't whilst I'm over encumbered. And you can't, like, sprint. It's like a...
Greetings. I'll be right
slow
with
canter.
you.
I don't know much about horses. Is canter? I don't know. I'm trying to make
Morning.
it like I sound like I know the speeds of a horse and I have no idea.
Show me your wares.
Show me your wares. All right, let's sell this stuff that I just picked up. Was that one? That one. The stuff I have equipped is better than what those guys had on. Apart from those. Oh, Trot, that'd make more sense, Protrusion. You know more than me. I was just making it up as I'm going along.
Thank you, and take care.
Let's put... These actually look like they're better. They only weigh slightly more as well, so... And these are quite expensive, so let's sell those. I'm going to have to find another shop, because I got...
What do you have for sale?
Thank you. And a good day to you, friend.
Whilst I'm here...
I need something repaired.
Can... I'm just going to repair everything I've got equipped.
Great. You made a fine purchase, friend.
No problem. Right. Taylor, I think, was over that way. Let me just go here first, see if there's anything I can sell to this person.
Good day. What would you like?
Show me your wares.
Okay, I need to keep one. Joseph, thank you so much for the 18 months. Is it really foggy in the game? Yeah, it's super rainy at the moment. It's kind of rainy and horrible and yeah. Thank you so much, Joseph, for the 18 months. Okay, let's get rid of that one. In fact, we can get rid of both of those because I have this. So we'll sell that. We'll also sell... I have a better... Yeah, my stuff is better. So let's sell those. We're going to sell... Oh, that's actually better.
I hope
Hold
you'll
on.
be satisfied.
Sorry, guys. Just sorting out, you know, the best gear that we can have ourselves equipped. And then selling the bits so that we get some extra money.
I'll have a look at your wares.
Because I bought some of this stuff quite a while ago. I think that is everything. What else have I got on me? I need to obviously wash some stuff. That's okay, though. Oh, the wine. I'm not going to use that, so let me just go ahead and...
What do you have for sale?
Let's do that. Sell them all of that. And that.
Pleasure doing business.
Beautiful. How much have we got now? £1,843.80. Yes. Okay, I need to start looting more people.
I'll be with you. Greetings. Good to see you.
Okay, so I just need to go to the tailor because I need to repair my boots, and I also need to wash because everything is covered in blood, and then we can be on our way. Can you repair
I'll be with you.
my boots? Oh. No, you don't have a repair option. Cobbler? Can you repair boots at a cobbler, or do they only sell new ones? Or at the saddler?
Embroidery, silk embroidery, ribbons of all
Hold
kinds.
on. I'm not sure. Sometimes I'm really confused about where I can repair stuff.
Yellow and red. Buy some apples. New wares. Sound as the bell.
Good morning to you.
Repair.
This could use some repairs.
No other.
Yes, the saddler can repair them. Okay.
Great. Happy to be of
Beautiful.
service.
Thank you. Job done. All right, I just need a place to wash. Herbalist. Have I seen that before? Surely there has to be a wash place just outside the tavern. Okay, well, I would have thought, but
I heard you're in need of money, Frank.
on the other side, maybe? Aha! Okay, that's better. Much better. Okay. We are also, Oh, I was like, why do my shoes look so funny? And it's because I've got these new, armor-plated things on. I feel like there was something else I was going to do, but I've kind of forgotten what it was. Oh. Health. I was going to sip a potion. I think it's this one. In fact, let's just drink that one because it's the last one we have of that. Doesn't do as much healing, but it does a little bit. Okay. So we have to go get evidence, talk to Christian of Pizek. Okay. So where is this person? F. Just a small way out. I guess we'll travel over here then. Trying to ambush me. Rude. Okay, I don't know. Oh, there is an inn in this village. Just in case we have to stay here for the night. Mutt! Get back! Alright, buddy. Can I go this way?
Quick.
Oh, I just came across a herb garden. Good to know. There we go. It's marked it. So maybe I'll come down here to get all of my herb gathering supplies.
Quick. Go.
Okay, this looks like the place. 'Cause it's like a mining place.
Greetings.
Boy, buddy.
G'day.
I was going to praise him, but he doesn't want to be praised. Can I come on in? Oh, there's a smithy here.
But I can make sure he knows how you run the place. That's the 5th yucca who got scrushed in here.
This is some jiggery pokery.
Be quiet.
Giga
And now
Reaper.
clear off. Do you need something?
Yes.
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me. About Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthard mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
Yes.
My father was a blacksmith.
It's a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Why do I get the feeling I'm going to end up working here for a little bit whilst we're trying to gather information? Watch pebbles. Oh, there's loads of sage here. This is good. I need sage. Sage. And chamomile. Or however you say it. I also have a perk because my alchemy is so high that the more herbs I carry on me, it increases my charisma stat. So, might make a good cover. That is true. You'll have to mind me for a second whilst I...
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. Mined out.
So, I'm supposed to ask about the Feast of St. Petronilla?
It was just a few days ago. I reckon it'll be fresh in their memory. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
Okay, I don't know which one they'll go for.
I reckon I could pose as a curious scholar.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mined. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book.
All right, I can do that. Don't draw attention. Yeah, got it. I'll try. We all know I'm not great.
By the way, I've had the honour of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Suchdol.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
Yeah, you tell him that. Alright, so, we have multiple situations. What are all of these things? Enter the mine, find out about the amount mined by Franks. Okay, find out Paul and Samco. Okay, so. Didn't he say someone was out of the mine? Is that K? I'm sure he said somebody was out of the mine. Let's try K first. Oh, there's dice here.
So, I went to see my brother.
And?
To talk about...
You're the head foreman here?
And who are you? You have no business here.
Henry. I have a letter from Sir Christian. I'm a student. I'm writing about the life of miners.
As if anyone cares. They call me Thet. Head Gaffer Thet. If I have any questions, ask away and don't keep me waiting.
Alright, so we have to basically,
What does a head
we'll
foreman
talk to him
actually
first.
do?
What do you think? I give orders to all the yakkers in the pit and in the shafts. They call me Master. And they're proper respectful, because I'm the one who doles them out the chink for what they hew. I also keep the records, check the counts, and keep the coffers for the yield.
How many miners are you in charge of?
Oh, you know, Sonny, that depends. Every crew has a gaffer, a foreman. He hires men as necessary. There are 3 crews in the pits now, so I reckon there's about 30 pitmen just there.
How much do the miners earn?
I pay them half a groschen for every full
We'll go
calf.
for the other question
The more
last.
calves of ore they bring out by, the more groschen they get. If they happen to be hewing soft rock with less silver, I give them some extra chink from the yield, so they earn roughly the same.
How much ore do you extract in a day?
It's a little different every day. It depends on the rock they're hewing, if it's soft or hard. Sometimes it's 50 calves, sometimes 70.
How much was extracted on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Well, fuck. It's interesting you should ask about that particular day. I actually know that one exactly. It was a lovely 90 calves. The most in a really long time.
Alright, perfect. Thank you. See, well, we just talked to him about everything and we got everything we needed.
Are you Foreman Samco?
Aye, I am. And who's asking?
My name is Henry. Steward Christian sent me to you. I'm a student from Prague, and I'm writing a treatise on miners and mine operations.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but minus rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
What's miners' rules?
You should obey Sir Christian and just tell me what I want to know. You don't want him coming to you when you're off work to tell you off.
That I don't, kid.
Yes!
Ask away,
That
then.
extra charisma with my herb situation, like, makes such difference.
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about Alkin. Any yakker'll tell you that. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a kip, some a swally, some go whoring. As for me, I play dice.
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit, or we're hewing something soft, and then it goes grand. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's getting
I don't
worse.
understand half of what I'm saying.
Half a gruff and a course. No!
How many corves did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corves without skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
That's all I need to know.
Beautiful. All right, moving on. We've got to go into the mine now. Hopefully this guy will let me in with no problems. Okay, we're good to go. All right, it's dark. Let's try not to get lost in here, shall we? Ooh, this is very deep. Is that the silver? Oh no, is that a reflection? I think that's a light reflection. I was getting overexcited. Here's Frank.
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see we're hewing?
Sir Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm a student at the university in Prague. Henry, I'm writing a treatise on silver mining.
I didn't know you scribblers were interested in us ordinary yakkers, but you can't just amble around. You'll cap your creels.
I just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What do you want to know, like?
What is the work of a miner really about?
What's it about? Bugger all, kidder. No great shakes. We gans through the roads, Bella. Hewing off from rock in the dark and breathing in the stithe.
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakker graft, kid ya? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion or get scrushed by the ceiling of the road you're hewing.
Lovely.
How do you get the ore outside?
Same way it's hewed, in the dark and in coves. On top of that, you spend a lot of the bloody time on all fours. Once you get out by with the corf, you get a tally, and you can get back in by.
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfing pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft, we earn a pittance.
Can you give me a more specific number?
Sometimes, not even half a grosh in a corf. That's near way to make a living, man.
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Why do you need to know that for? Them numbers won't be useful to nobody.
I really
This
need
isn't
to
gonna
know it
work.
for my work. My treatise won't be complete without it. And as my teacher says, scientia est potentia. Knowledge is power.
I don't get it. What do our corves have to do with it? That won't do, kidder.
Should I just threaten him? Screw it.
Spill it, or I'll kick your arse. I want to know how many corves you mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla.
I'm
won't
going to
ask
ruin
again.
everything here.
I'll eat easy, man. We're not going to scrap in the mound, are we? I'll tell you, it was a good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 corves.
Thanks.
Nah, thank ye. Now leave us to hew, Mara. We've got a lot of graft ahead of us. Farewell, my friend.
I mean, I just couldn't be bothered with the argument, to be honest with you. I don't want to be having to do another job while I'm all the way down here. Just tell me. Okay, now I've got to find the other person, which is at J, and these mines are... I'm so going to get lost in here. Ooh. Let's slightly scary. Oh. I hope you've all remembered the way back, because I don't.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm a student at the university in Prague, and I'm writing a thesis on the life and lot of miners. Are you praying? Why?
The day before the feast of St. Petronilla, a kidder was hawking here. Young jaybird, a young'un, still wet behind the ears. We dinged the berg, set it ablaze, all good. He took a mell, battered the fault, and the props spangued out. It all came crashing down on him. Done him right in, it did.
That's awful. I'm sorry about your friend.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nipper since my sister died. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, I can't forgive myself.
Come on, it wasn't your fault. Accidents happen. It's God's will.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
Aye. I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper, tin,
Almighty and
iron,
merciful God,
and
our
all
Father,
ores and metals.
you are the giver
I've
of
forgotten the
gold,
first bit of what he said
blessed
already. I
with
don't know how
down
Henry
this
remembered.
copper,
And may
tin,
your holy angels
iron,
save
He went
his
so
soul from
fast.
damnation.
all ores and
Bring
metals.
his soul to
I ask that
eternal
you
glory
bless my
through our
brother,
Lord,
who has
our
died in
Saviour
this
and
war.
Redeemer, Jesus
May your
Christ.
holy angels save
Amen.
his soul from
The
damnation.
angel of the Lord declared
Bring
unto
his
Mary,
soul to
and
eternal
she
glory
conceived the Holy
through our
Spirit.
Lord,
Hail
our
Mary.
Saviour and
And
Redeemer,
Mary said,
Jesus
Behold,
Christ.
I am the handmaid of
Amen.
the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary.
So, are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask about out.
It's gone very dark.
What is the work of a miner about?
What it's about?
Looks like it's going to be a
It's
horror
about you in the
theme in a
face and
minute.
hauling the ore to the bank in Coves. Over and over again. Proper graft, that. Can be real dodgy, mind. Might even do you in.
Are deaths in the mine common?
Aye. But every death in the shaft is a waste. Whether it's in a crumple or black damp. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakka or two a month, you know. That's life like.
How is the ore mined?
First, we have to survey the shaft and find ore. Then the place gets scored and set ablaze. We set up timber around. The hewers take their tools and start dinging rock and hewing ore. Nothing to it.
How much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it, though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
So how many corves did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
That's all I need to know.
Alright, I now need to get out of here, which... I hope he knows the way back, because... I'm slightly terrified I'm a bit lost in here. Let's try to follow the... owl. And hope that it goes in the general direction of out. Okay, wrong way. I think I need to go up. Is that the wind? Because that's a horrible noise in my ear. It's creepy down here. I don't like it.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. It was my fault. I just want out. Okay, I recognize this bit. Oh, thank goodness. Following that actually wasn't so bad.
Look out! The ceilings are low, sir. Wouldn't want you to hit your head.
Oh, not this again.
I know, yeah, Brad. I was desperate to get out of there. Okay, where is this guy? Is he in this house?
Sakra.
Oh, this way, I think. I thought Kuttenberg was a maid. A mazer. Can't even speak anymore. That mine has sent me crazy. This place is like a million doors, tunnels everywhere. That one.
I already know how many corvs the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
I'm going to go with it probably says less.
I guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corvs extracted. That means 10 corvs of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corvs must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
What about Vavak?
I still think the trail will lead us to him, but we know too little so far. You need to talk to Fett and Herman first. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Well, this isn't going to put me in a good stead just going out here and then randomly accusing people when I've just said that I'm an academic. Like, surely this is not going to, like, this would raise suspicions.
Grüß dich.
I don't know,
Was
Pixel.
wünschst du?
It's supposed to be a fancy one, but I prefer these. I don't like the cap. Some of the caps are a little bit crazy.
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 cores of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
Or someone is writing down false numbers and hiding 10 corves.
I do not write anything in the book myself. Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All 3 crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that.
Ooh, I have options, and that one's quite high, so we'll go with that.
Your story doesn't add up, Herman. We found out. Simple as that. Don't try to outsmart me and Sir Christian.
I am not trying to do anything. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
How long has this been going on?
Several months. Maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Convenient.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am a mere assayer. I have never even met Vavak.
So Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret.
I know
So
he
just
has,
act like nothing's
Jensen.
going on.
He's just passed the
Keep
book
doing what you're
consistently.
doing. You don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
He says, having just opened his mouth and told me everything. Because I trust that guy. Like...
Good day. I just got back from gathering wood in the forest, you know. By the spring where...
A word, Foreman.
What is it this time, bookworm?
Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books.
Well, he is handling it. He sent me.
Go and see the priest first. To steal silver from the king is a most serious crime. Punishable by death.
Why are you telling me this?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla. You told me it was 90. And that's how much the mine book says, too.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads. And they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
Let's go for that, I guess.
But like him, you have nothing to be afraid of. You're small fry. It's obvious there's some bigger fish involved. And that's what interests me.
Alright, I'll tell you what I know. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters, along with the rest. He made it very clear, if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was reet terrifying.
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk. But I don't think it was an accident.
No kidding.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers and for Herman.
Do you think the mint master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The mint master himself.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. I'll be silent as the grave.
I can't trust these guys. I feel like it's all just gonna come crashing towards me. Never mind, let's carry on.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me
But
one?
I end up having
Like
to
I
pay
said,
him.
it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
A nobleman this time, then.
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic as you can manage.
What should I wear?
Like I said, some decent clothes. I reckon you can imagine what those look like. If you don't have anything of the sort, visit a tailor in town. I'm sure he can sell you something nice.
Oh my god,
If
it's
you're
just so
charismatic
expensive
enough,
though.
Buresh is sure to believe your intentions are good. And make sure you wash up before you go. You can't go and see him looking like some dung-soiled peasant.
What else should I know about the smelting works before
Right.
I go?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and
This
then
kind of
smelted.
works for two
They
quests
extract
because
silver
I
along with all
needed to get
sorts of
some
other
better
materials from it.
noble
Then they
gear
give part of
anyway.
the silver to the
The
king
two
for the
quests
minting
now.
of groschen
Side quest
and
and
sell
this
off the
one.
rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
What should I know about this Buresh before I talk to him?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady, who knows?
I got it. I'm ready to go.
Here, I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Buresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of St. Petronilla. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
Okay, you make it sound like it's going to be easy, but it seems like it's not going to be easy.
Greetings.
Good to see you, friend.
Excuse me.
Right. Let me just grab some more herbs. I need all this stuff. Because if I'm about to spend all my money, I need a way to get my money back. So... Alright. I think that is a good lot. Because you can... I make... my stats are so high that I actually make multiple potions in one go. anywhere between 4 to 6 potions generally in one go. Alright, so I need a tailor. I think we're going to have to go back to Kuttenberg. Because that's going to be the best place where I'm actually going to find... And I think we're going to have to go to the proper tailor over here. That road, always get ambushed on that road. Apparently I have to stop.
Calm down. Surely there's a reasonable explanation for this.
You could stick your reason up your arse. I told you something like this would happen. We never should have stopped bringing the offerings.
Your offerings are a blasphemy before God, and this is his punishment. I won't stand for any heathen idolatry here, especially this close to the church.
What idolatry? The pit to hell is real, and Father Richard knew it all too well. If nobody feeds them hellish beasts, all of us here is as good as dead.
There are no hellish beasts here.
So was it us that killed them cows ourselves, eh? I'm telling you, we've angered hell itself, and now this is the devil's payback.
I've really had enough of this. I promise to have it checked out, and everything will be explained. And now, return to your homes and pray.
This won't end well. We can't drive away the devil with nothing but prayer.
Everyone, go and pray to the Lord. End of discussion.
Greetings.
So that was weird. There's just a load of dead cows. Oh, I can improve my reputation through priests. Who knew? I did not know you could do that.
What happened here?
Something killed the villagers' cattle.
You think it was wolves?
That's what I think. But some of the locals got it into their heads that demons or some other hellish beasts are to blame. Just so you're aware, there's an abandoned mine not far from here where miners supposedly dug so deep they struck a gate to hell.
Wait, you mean a real gate to hell? Like fire and brimstone? A stench?
The locals believe it. In fact, they even started the custom of bringing offerings in hopes of pacifying hell and keeping the devils below ground.
Did it work?
How could it possibly work? The whole lot of it's a fabrication. And what makes it even more tragic is that it was the former priest, Father Richard's notion. Can you believe it? A priest coming up with such heresy. I simply won't allow it.
What about the priest before you? He's not around anymore?
No, he's not. Old Father Richard passed on, and now I serve here in his place. I pray that the good Lord welcomed him to his bosom, despite all the heresy he committed here.
So you forbade the offerings, and immediately after, the cattle were slaughtered. What if demons really did do it? Out of revenge?
Or maybe it was wolves, or anyone who just wanted to make it look that way. I want to uncover the truth, and you can help me.
I don't know how I ended up wrapped up in this. I was just on the way to Kuttenberg.
And I'm willing to pay you.
How can I help you?
I can only think of one way, and that's to go directly to the mine and uncover the truth behind these stories.
You want me to go to the pit of hell?
Don't tell me you put stock in those old wives' tales. But because the locals do, you'll have to go to the mine the same way they did, with a bit of food as an offering. You'll place it there, just as they did, and wait for something to happen. Meanwhile, I'll go to the nearby tavern, find a few brave fellows, and we'll scour the area. Then, we'll all meet up by the mine. What do you say?
Sounds like a job for me.
Here, take some food as an offering. And when no devils show up, you can eat it yourself. I'll go and gather the men, and as soon as we're all ready, we'll meet you at the mine.
And where can I find this mine?
You go west from the village, past the old mine buildings, until you reach one that's collapsed. The mine entrance is next to it. God be with you. Till we meet again.
Interesting. Yes, well, I don't know how I stumbled upon said random quest there. I just want to go and buy some clothes. And sleep. It's almost nighttime. I'm not even sure I'm going to make it to the tailor's in time. I also need to feed the dog.
Here you go. Take it.
Sleeping is a chore sometimes, yeah. It's true. I want to just crack on, but we do have to keep an eye on our stats. Is that just going to keep rolling? We'll stand in front of it so it doesn't keep rolling down the hill. All right, so...
At least you know when to round up the cattle and gather in the hay.
Aye.
See if the tailor's open.
God bless you.
Oh, good, they're still open.
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
Show me your wares.
Show me your wares. All right, so. That's a bit fancy. That's not that expensive either. Yeah, all right, okay, we'll buy that. Do you know what? It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I genuinely felt like it was going to be more expensive. I'll just need some boots. I do want to buy a horse thing, but not just a second.
Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein.
Yeah. Obviously, we'll have to take off all of our armor. As they said. Which probably includes taking off these bits and this. Hey, good look, how you doing? Let's switch to that. I feel like the noble boots are already good, but we should probably, given they said... do I need to? Do you know what? I think we might be okay. We're also not allowed to wear weapons when we do this. I think that looks, you know, quite noble. That's what we needed to do. So let's go with that. We'll go and sleep and then we'll go and try it in this. I feel like this is good gear. Let's... There's a tavern right here, so let's go there.
Can I help you?
Why do they get all upset all the time? Every time I go down there, they seem to get upset. Oh, is this the place where I couldn't find the innkeeper? Oh, I found the innkeeper.
I'll be with you. What do you need?
Oh, I can't rent a room. All right. Maybe we just can't stay at this inn. I'm going to go find another one. I'm all good. I actually like kind of like searching around and finding stuff myself and kind of like buying stuff from the stores. So I'm all good, thank you. Let's test this, because now I've got this armor on, I should be able to talk to this guy for the side quest. Let's test it.
Goodman Harville, may I?
Do I know you, good man?
No, I don't believe so. But I'd like to speak to you.
Aha! What can I do for you, good man?
When I asked where I should go in this city for good wine, your inn was recommended.
You've come to the right place. You won't find better wine in this city. Have you come from far away?
Very far, Goodman. I'm
the
Henry,
gears worked.
and I rarely hear my name spoken in my native tongue.
You don't say. Where's the last place you were?
I did a lot of travelling in Italy, from north to south.
Wonderful. It's not often I get the chance to talk to someone so well-travelled. It'd be nice to have someone to discuss the drink of kings with.
An invitation I can't refuse. Thank you.
Well, good man, how shall we begin our tasting? Ah, I know. How about a little white to begin with?
Excellent.
This is a side quest, but seeing as I can now do it, I thought we would just carry on, because I need to rent a room here anyway.
So, what do you say to that?
It's excellent. But otherwise, I don't really know what to say.
Ha! I like that. A wine connoisseur, and he doesn't know. It's essentially a lighter wine. I like it because it's suitable for many occasions. When I don't know what to serve, I pull out a Moravian white. My father-in-law loves it. He'll be a blessed 70 years old this year, so I'm giving him a few casks to make his old age a little merrier.
That's very kind of you.
There's nothing but misers in this town. They wouldn't think twice about taking their own mother's last piece of bread. I'm not like that. Do I have money? Of course. But I don't hoard it. I try to make people around me happy.
And you're treating me to this wine. You're a real Samaritan. And like it says in the Bible, you give drink to the thirsty.
Anyway, let's have a cup of something else.
My thoughts exactly.
What shall we... Ah, I know. Let's have some red. How about a young Blaufränkisch from Austria? Or as we call it in Bohemia, Blue Frankovka.
From you, Goodman, anything. Pour away.
Quite a decent vintage.
Yes. A fine vintage. But otherwise, I don't have much of an opinion about this one.
How come? Shouldn't a connoisseur have an opinion on everything? Tell me, good man, what's regarded in your country
I'm
as
trying
the
to get
most
away with this, but
prized Italian wine?
we don't know anything, so we're just kind of
Definitely
don't know
Vinsanto.
Pixie.
A sacred wine. It's a straw wine from Tuscany. But it's still dry, and they say it works miracles.
Every wine can do that, good man. It loosens men's lips and women's legs. Ha!
Ah, true. Good health.
Well then, let's move on to the next one. After all that quality stuff, let's refresh ourselves with something simpler. Would you like a hippocras?
Certainly. The better ones will go straight to our heads. And I'll admit, I do like it from time to time.
Nothing to be ashamed of. It's not easy to make a good hippocras. Mine has an unusual ingredient in it. Let's see if you can tell what it is.
Shall I just guess?
I don't know. I'd say it's made with love?
Of course it is. But I meant a real ingredient, not some poetic nonsense.
Well, in that case, I couldn't tell you.
It's not that difficult. It's mint. But there's something off about it. Doesn't it seem a bit bland to you? As though it's missing something?
Ginger. It's missing ginger.
But of course. The cook told me they didn't have any at the market. You have a refined tongue, good man. I'll give you that. After that hippocras, we should have something more high class. I've got a rare Hungarian wine from Eger. Very strong and very sweet.
Bring it on. This is no time for weak wine.
My thoughts exactly.
God, they should really stop drinking.
So what do you think? Good, isn't it?
Oh, we're at level 8 now. Let's try.
Very good and very red. Besides that, it has a sort of raised taste at the end of the tongue.
Raised taste? What do you mean?
It's hard to explain.
Probably
It
shouldn't
really
have
is
tried.
very red.
As anyone can see at first glance. What will you tell me next? That the sky is blue?
And isn't it?
I drank this particular wine from Eger at a banquet held to celebrate the new city council. Hungarian government, Hungarian wine, and Hungarian delicacies. I was so looking forward to enjoying some nice Hungarian sausages or pate, but I ended up leaving disappointed.
How so?
They started bringing out melons, apples, plums, and all sorts of other fruit. And finally, they served fish. I don't eat fish, and fruit makes me burp. So I went hungry at a feast.
Terrible.
Well, that's very unusual. Fruit, fish, and red wine. Maybe it's some sort of Hungarian custom.
I was so disappointed that I wanted to make myself something at home to get rid of the taste. But I was so drunk that I fell asleep. The housekeeper woke me up, and what can I tell you? The porridge was charcoal. The kitchen was like a smokehouse, and I had egg on my face. Well, that's Hungary checked off the list. What's next?
How about something local? I noticed there were vineyards in Kuttenberg.
But of course, we have vineyards.
Okay, here we go. We're
and
getting to the
grapes
wine now
from
that we needed
Burgundy
to know
that
about.
Emperor Charles himself had brought in. The local vintners grow some fine grapes, but they're still learning everything that comes after that. The local stuff gets diluted a lot. They flavour it with all sorts of shit, or leave it for vinegar.
Don't tell me you don't have a drop of anything local that would be worth trying.
Well, there's the monastery secret. A wine from the Sedlets Monastery. My cousin Jerome is the custodian at the monastery vineyard.
Ah. Why is it called secret?
Taste it, and you'll see.
Right, now we just need him to tell us what the ingredient is.
I don't have much of an opinion on it.
Don't you? Well, that's odd, because it's the best wine ever made here.
You may be right, but I've had a lot to drink this evening. So what's the secret?
I've heard the monks add a secret ingredient to the wine.
A secret ingredient? How do you know that?
Like I said, my cousin Jerome is the custodian of the monastery vineyard, and I handle their supply. Sometimes I bring food for the workers, new barrels, tools and the like. And from time to time, I bring them a sealed crate which smells peculiar. Jerome didn't want to tell me what's in it, but when I insisted, he told me it's some kind of incense they burn in the barrels.
Really? I've never heard of such a thing.
Neither have I. But like I said, the chest was sealed and the whole thing is shrouded in secrecy.
A real monastery secret. What should we drink next?
I'm glad you like my wine. But that's enough tasting for today. After all, I've offered you everything worth trying, and now the wine is starting to go to my head.
I feel like he
but
didn't
you're
really
welcome
tell us
to
what the
stay in
secret
my
was.
tavern as long as you like. I have to say, I really enjoyed our chat. It's rare to meet someone who really understands wine.
I enjoyed your company a lot too. Nevertheless, I won't keep you, Goodman, and I'll bid you farewell.
Farewell. And if you decide to extend your stay in Kuttenberg, stop by for a drink again.
Definitely. God be with you.
It really
All we
is a
found
mystery.
out was it was some
Just
kind
disappearing like that
of
overnight.
incense. Anyway, moving on. We need to
God forbid anything bad happened to him.
get a room here. I think the person I do this from is actually upstairs. I believe. Maybe not.
Christ, pardon me.
Bard, but then I heard him coughing his lungs up in the yard again today.
Not a chance. That old coot will outlive us all. No.
Where is the innkeeper? I feel like I spend my life trying to find the innkeeper just to rent a room.
But never woke up. It's a mystery.
Here he is.
I need a place to sleep and something to eat.
But of course, sir. And for
Oh, it's
how
the same
long?
guy I was talking to.
I just want to spend the night.
Of course, sir. Will you pay in
Silly
advance?
me.
All right, I'll pay. Here's your groschen.
I knew we'd come to an agreement. Our beds are clean, and you can eat as much as you want, sir.
All right.
I apologize.
Sorry, can't see. It's very dark. All right. Hold on. Because we can only sleep for like a certain amount of time. Every time I do that, I mean to wait more than 1 hour, but the key is different than when you sleep, and it always catches me out. Right, let's... Got to be honest, I've got so much food in my inventory. That I kind of just need to get through some of it. Is there any more on the plate? Did they bring any more? No. Right, let's go.
Shouldn't be walking around.
I have no idea what that guy was just saying to me. Okay, so I've now completed the random side quest that I started the other day, or sort of. I just need to go and talk to him, and then we also need to go back. We need to travel back to the smelter location. We know that my gear now works to basically to get in there, or it should do, because it worked with that guy and I couldn't talk to him before, so oh, you've just reminded me.
Here you go. Take it.
You go, Mert.
You're my doggy, eh?
Whoa! Steady on, Mert. Is this guy awake yet? Because if he's not, I'm just gonna... You. Okay, I feel like he's not awake. I'll come back later. We'll just crack on. I don't want to cause more problems of me trespassing, so we'll head back over this way. Okay, so my quests are look around the smelter and talk to Burish. So we should probably go and talk to Burish first to try and get in the smelter.
Greetings, Master Burish. I'm Henry of Stacels.
Nice clothes. You've got good taste.
Thank you, Goodman. Likewise, Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Stacels, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased.
I feel like we're in here.
Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter. But I'm not selling it.
I know. I just want to see what it looks like in the smelting works.
Well, if Sir Christian wishes it, I won't deny you the opportunity. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered. The guards will recognize my seal. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions. If you want to know anything, ask me.
Can you tell me what happens with the mined ore in the smelting works?
We weigh in the delivered ore and crush it so that it can be sorted for roasting. Roasting mainly separates sulfur from the ore, which is why the place smells like hell itself. Then the roasted material is smelted in the
See
furnace,
if we can just like
and the
talk him
slag is
over to give us
separated
any
from the
further
mat.
information.
The smelting process is repeated until we're left with pure metal. It's then cast into bars that can be sold. After we've given the royal share to the king, that is.
How many corves of ore do you process here per day?
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants working for me. They buy ore from various mines. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by the korf, but weigh by the quintal. We process a large amount here. Up to several thousand quintals a day in total.
How much silver does that make?
That, of course, depends on the quality of the ore we process that day. 20 quintals of ore usually yield about a pound of raw silver. That then yields a hryvnia of pure silver. We can make between 100 and 200 hryvnias of pure silver per day.
Can any silver go missing from here?
That's impossible. Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Every step is counted and checked. Besides, molten silver is rather hard to steal. Once it's cast into bars, we keep them safe under lock and key.
Yes, your reaction tells me otherwise, my dear friend.
How many corves were delivered from Horshan, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Why from Horshan, of all places?
I visited the mine there. They told me they'd extracted quite a large amount.
You're lucky. I have an excellent memory. It was a lot indeed. 90 corves.
Wow.
God be with you, Goodman.
Don't forget, there are limits to my permission. And above all, mind you don't have an accident. Smelters are dangerous places.
Is that a threat,
See you later, my
Mr.
friend.
Goodman? Because I've heard you need a bodyguard to defend you because you don't like being threatened, mate. So I'll just pull out my two-handed sword and chop your head off. He wants to be careful. Right. What exactly is it I'm looking for? I need to speak to the workers because I've been asked to, so I need to do it in a way that isn't going to get me in trouble. I need to be over here, I think. Let's do this the proper way. They should let us in because we now have a seal, so... Good afternoon. Let's speak to this guy. He's on his own. Hello.
What does your job actually entail?
You mean smelting? Well, in the scrusher, we scrush the ore brought from the mound and chuck it in the furnace. Then we shovel charcoal in till the stone gets proper roasting and leaks all the metal that was hidden inside. We do that over and over in other furnaces till we get pure silver out of the ore.
How do you like working in the smelter?
Aye, can you complain at all, sir? We get a nice pile of chink from the yield, and we're dry and warm.
What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
I can't complain about him, sir. He's an honest bloke and he pays us well. From what I've heard from the other smelters, it's a lot worse elsewhere, like.
Is he honest?
Have you noticed anything suspicious around here?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I graft all day. No time for looking around.
Does any silver go missing from here?
Here? In our smelter? That would mean some of our lads are involved and you get the rope for that. Look, Sonny, I don't want anything to do with this. Have a chat with Shima over there. He's not afraid of anything.
Will do. Thank you, sir. Excuse me.
Are you the fella they call Shima?
You have no business being here. What do you want?
Actually, I do. I was given a seal.
Something about the silver that keeps going missing from the smelters.
Me? I don't know what you were told. Meet me outside in a while. Now you'd better get out of here before the guards see you. Fuck. I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
This game sometimes. Nothing suspicious here, everybody. Oh, that is a big storm. God, where are we going? There's no one here.
Well, can you talk now?
Who are you, fella?
I told you, Henry.
I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. Why are you here, Henry? Surely you didn't come to investigate the theft of silver on your own accord?
That's right.
Why should I talk to you about such things? How can I know it's not a trap?
Options. That one's a big one.
I've been tasked by the nobility, and that's a serious matter. I'm not just anybody. Just the fact that I'm relying on you, a simple smelter, should be an honor to you.
Well, sir, thank you. I'll tell you how it is then. It's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. He's worked with us for years. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund, out of the blue. The entire stables. Where do you think he got the money? It's all very suspicious, because he's the one with the best access to the finished silver bars. If you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, go to him. I'll bet you he knows a thing or two about it. But be careful and keep a weapon close. People like him can be vicious.
Thank you.
Where's me weapon? Just gonna re-equip that. I'll fight with no armor. Happily take him on. Who am I supposed to be talking to again? This guy.
Are you Volkmar? I'm not. Horseshit. I know these stables are yours.
You must be the snoop who's sticking his nose in everything.
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. We've had our eyes on you ever since you came to Grund. Fortunately, Master Buresh warned me about you in time. Your investigation ends. Right here and now.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here, pal. Grund is ours.
Take him down!
Have you gone insane? You want to attack a nobleman? I suppose you have no idea who's behind me. You won't avoid punishment.
You're really a nobleman. But that's... Oi! Where are you cowards running to? I'll get you.
Oh, he still wanted him. Anyone else? How rude. And by the the way, I'm stealing your stuff to sell because I can. And take all of that, and that. Thank you. Are you gonna talk now?
Now, spill the beans. You're responsible for stealing the king's silver?
Not me. It's Buresh. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my job. All my life. It's true. As Volkmar is my name, I swear on everything that's holy.
Take it from the beginning.
As head smelter, I test the quality of the silver that's been smelted every day. I have unrestricted access to it. One day, Buresh came to me and said he had an offer for me. He said if I accepted, he'd make me rich. He gave me his man to assist me. I'd take some of the king's silver bars and add them to Buresh's yield. The books were cooked, so no one found out anything. Everything was going well, and Buresh was happy. A few weeks later, he sent me to the mines. I was supposed to make a deal with the new foreman, Fett, and pay him off. In the end, I had to force him to cooperate, just like Buresh forced me. Oh, with threats.
Why didn't Buresh take the silver himself? Why did he need you?
The Mint Master's men watch over the transport of the king's silver. They take turns. Buresh had it all figured out.
Moving on, where does the unreported silver go?
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes. Buresh has a secret mint in one of them.
They counterfeit coins in there?
I suppose so. But what they actually do there, I've no idea. I've never been there. Buresh only told me about the mint a while ago. He wanted to send me there for some reason, so he drew me a map.
Did Buresh ever mention that Mint Master Vavak was involved in it?
Not in front of me. Maybe his guard, Little Neri, knew something. But you won't be able to ask him anything anymore.
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road
Give
to
me the
Old
map.
Kutna, you'll reach the place where the abandoned shafts are. The entrance to the mint is somewhere around there. Look here. Can I ask you a question? Why are you doing this anyway?
That's none of your business.
I see. I won't pry. Now you have the map, and since I told you everything, will you let me go? Please? I know I wanted to, you know, but I was just scared is all. Please let me go. Please. Stables be damned. Just let me go.
I feel like this might come back to bite me in the bum, but I don't want to, like, murder people unnecessarily.
All right. You can go.
Thank you. I'll never forget this. I'll go to Kuttenberg and get fixed up there somehow. And if we meet again, I'll make it up to you. I swear, you're a good, merciful man. God be with you.
Just don't do anything stupid, mate, alright? And we're good. Alright. So now we've got to go into the mine of the secret mint place thing. I'm gonna put my stuff back on. I've also got more stuff to sell. Oh, yeah, that might help. looking pretty swish, to be fair. Okay, so, a million things. We have to go and find where the secret mint place is. Let's just go back here for a second. Trying to like mop up all the like things I've got going on. I kind of take on multiple things, and then this whole mine quest has been crazy.
God bless you, sir.
I spoke to Havel.
And? How did it go?
Good. I had to drink a bit of wine to get some answers out of him, but I sacrificed myself for the cause.
And what did he say?
It took a while, but in the end, he told me sometimes crates of a special incense are brought to the vineyard, and they apparently burn it in the barrels.
What? Incense? And he wasn't just yanking your pizzle or too drunk?
He may have been drunk, but he was telling the truth. He doesn't know what incense it is, just that they get it delivered.
Right, and here's a small reward so you don't go around saying old Casper's ungrateful. But now I need you to look into it further. We need to find out what this special incense is for. We'll have to take a look in the vineyard and take some of that incense.
We, meaning me, right?
Of course I mean you. See how well we understand each other?
I'll do it, but I want more
I'm gonna try.
It's a risky thing to do. What's more, it's the monastery's vineyard, and I don't want to end up on the wrong side of the church.
All right. I'll give you more, but I want you to know you're bleeding me dry as is.
I'm the one likely to actually bleed. Now tell me where to look. The vineyard is pretty big.
It's big, true. But there's a vineyard house right in the middle. The custodian lives there, as well as the workers, and it's also where all the supplies are stored. Besides, there's also a side garden where they grow new varieties of grapes. If you could manage to bring me a few seedlings, they could greatly help my own vineyard.
Well, I mean, this is going to be crazy, isn't it? Why do I end up in these things?
Town. It's pretty large, you can't miss it.
How do I get in? Isn't it guarded?
The simplest thing would be to get hired as a labourer. There'll be lots of work there now that it's summer.
What if they catch me?
You have to be careful. The vineyard is closely guarded, especially at night, and thieves are punished very severely. Don't get caught.
I'm on it then.
Good luck, and take care, Henry. Farewell.
There's always something else, isn't there? Alright, we'll deal with that later. So, where are we at? We have a lot going on. We have to go and find the mouth of hell in a mine. We also have to go and find another mine to find out the secret about Vac and basically, what's the word? I've forgotten the word. Expose him. That was the word I was thinking of. Expose. We need to expose him for basically stealing the silver, which is to help us find Lord Capon. And then we also need to go and steal grapes from the monastery's vineyard. All kinds of crazy things. I'm not sure where to go first, to be honest. Given it sounds like we might have to try and get a job here to do this one. That just seems like a bit of a crazy quest, so we will do that at some point. I'm wondering if I'd be better off in Grund at the minute, because probably need to do that. The problem is Kuttenberg is so far away from everywhere. that traveling between everything, the map area is so big. Like, I kind of want to stay in one area and do the quest, but the quests are kind of like everywhere. I feel like we might have to hang around here for a little bit. There is a herb garden though, so that's good. I wonder if there is a alchemists?
I'm always glad to see polite people like
There might not be.
God be with you.
That's a very big herb garden though. Yeah, it would be cool if there was. The problem is, the only place that I found the alchemist really has been in Kuttenberg, which is fine, but it's such a massive place. I kind of need like a little side village that makes it a little bit easier, and then to go back there to sell. Oh, I'm trespassing. Yeah, this is kind of just the smeltery area though, so I don't think we're going to have anything here. There is a inn here though.
Ave Maria.
So I'm pretty sure we could stay there. Grocers. Little market stand. Okay, it's a very small place, but it's okay. All right. I'm actually going to call it here for this evening, guys. I've got a couple of bits I need to sort out before Monday. But I just want to say thank you so much, guys, for joining me this evening. I feel like we've kind of pushed forward with quite a bit of the story, so we need to basically go and check out that mine area. I also do want to do these side quests as well, but I'm getting so wrapped up in all the different things because there's kind of a few things going on now. And we've got into the story kind of quite deep now as well. So, yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday. We will do some more then. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the evening. And thank you so much again. And I will catch you guys on Tuesday. Take care, everyone.